So Potato knows how much I love to steal his video ideas. I've done it several times in the past, so this time he actually gave me a video for free. Yeah! So in today's video, I reached out to 4 of the coolest SkyWars content creators that I know, and I asked them all one simple question. What would you add in to the perfect SkyWars update? So they all gave me some really good ideas. I'm going to be talking about them in this video, and I'm also going to be going over my own suggestions towards the end. Anyways, with that out of the way, let's get into the first suggestion. This one comes from my friend Derek, Mr. Anonymous EXT on Twitch, one of my favorite streamers at the moment. And basically, he suggests that Hypixel should completely remove skill-based matchmaking from the game. So in SkyWars, there actually is a skill-based matchmaking that was originally added to queue newer players with newer players, so they didn't have to worry about sweats or cheaters or anything. See, I remember when matchmaking was first added into solo SkyWars, it completely broke everything. Queuing into a game took forever, and like every queue was so sweaty it was not even fair. It eventually got better, but it's still not as good as it used to be. Nowadays, queuing is not as bad as it once was, but it's still pretty garbage. See, I don't even really understand why they added in that kind of skill-based matchmaking for newer players. I think there's better options for newer players so they can stand a chance in the game. I'm gonna go over that in a bit because I have some suggestions. But yeah, it's really just like, it's a casual game. Why do we need like a matchmaking system in place? Like when I think of matchmaking, I think of like ranked, like queuing people with their similar divisions and stuff. Like, I guess what I'm really trying to say is that there's no place for a competitive matchmaking system in a casual game like solo SkyWars. All right, so the next suggestion comes from both Derek and SpringSing, and basically they think that there should be more prestiges above 60 star. After 50 star, there's only one other prestige, and it's at 60. The differences between Rainbow Prestige and Mythic Prestige are like barely noticeable anyways. The only difference is that the brackets are animated. And then Mythic Prestige also changes once you hit 100 star, and then you get like bolded text, which is kind of, I mean, it looks cool, I guess. Personally, I think if they added more prestiges above 60 star, then people would likely be playing the game more. I know I'm probably not going to continue prestiging after I hit 50 star because there's no real point in me prestiging afterwards. Like, I don't care enough about Mythic Prestige, and there's nothing after that that's going to keep me playing, so why would I keep going? Pretty sure a lot of other players feel the same way about this, so I think if there were more prestiges, then like people would probably play the game for a lot longer. I mean, Bed Wars recently added in prestiges too, so I don't see why we can't have them. All right, so the next person I reached out to was actually Specular Potato. Considering he gave me the video idea, I thought it'd be mean if I didn't include him in the suggestions. I made a mistake though, and actually forgot to ask what he wanted in the update, so all he said was okie dokie. Guys, look, new update, okie dokie just dropped. Let's go. All right, so the next person I reached out to was Forums. Him and I talk a lot about this kind of stuff, so it makes sense. We both share similar opinions on the current state of the game, so I thought it'd be good to include him. So I asked him, what do you want in SkyWars? And he said literally anything. Then I called him a whore. So the first thing that Forums thinks should be added into the game is a complete kit rebalancing. Now the balancing of the kits is very unfair. There's only like 2 or 3 kits that are really good, while the rest aren't even worth buying or using. The only reason anyone would own them is if they just want to have a maxed shop. Other than that, they serve zero purpose. I think completely removing some kits and even adding in some new ones could help keep the game fresh. All right, so now we're on to my suggestions. I've got some decent ideas, I promise you. So my first suggestion is actually to give better prestiging and like leveling up rewards. So if we actually go into this menu, I'm a 41 star. When I hit level 42, all I'm going to get is 30,000 experience and 15k SkyWars coins. I don't need either of these. I'm Hypixel level 309. 30,000 XP is not going to make a dent in that at all. And look, I literally have 20 million coins. 15,000 is not going to help me at all. Now, I think that they should definitely increase the rewards the higher star you get. I don't know why they didn't do this to begin with. On top of that, maybe add in more and more incentives too. Like after someone hits gold prestige, they can start earning more opals per level. Like, oh, you just hit 41 star. Here's 2 opals because Angel's Descent is expensive as hell. So I'm gonna start this off by telling a little story of a video I made about a year ago. One of my friends got an account and named it Iron Sword Gaming, and it had no stats in SkyWars. So I thought, hey, let me make a video playing on a level 1 account in SkyWars, right? That sounds kind of cool. I cannot tell you how much I struggled. I'm a veteran SkyWars player. I've literally been playing since like 2015, all right? I was struggling, and that's saying something because usually I don't struggle that much at SkyWars. I had absolutely nothing. No kits, no perks. I was not able to survive against anyone. I'd be getting cleaned up because I had 2 hearts left. I'd be getting like strength chained on. It was not fair at all. Did I just get 4 ender pearls? Gee. So I bring that story up for a good reason. I want to attribute the only reason why I lost so many games to the fact that I didn't have any kits or perks at all. Now, one of Springsing's suggestions was that everyone should get Bulldozer and Juggernaut perks for free, but I want to expand on that a little bit. I think every SkyWars player should get a level 1 perk for free. Like every level 1 perk for free. Most perks in SkyWars have levels. I think almost everything except for Lucky Charm goes up to level 5. Lucky Charm goes up to level 20 for some reason. But I think if everyone had base level perks, they could at least have some footing in the game while still having something to work for. I know in ranked SkyWars, they did this where everyone gets every kit and perk instead of having to buy them all. And that kind of ruined that side of the game, but I think it was also just because it's hard to fight off a cheater who has Magician. There's not really any broken kits in this game like that, or broken perks. All right, so tying in with that last point, I think players should have like some starter kit options that they can choose from. I mean, let's be real, default kit is completely pointless. I think players should be able to select like 2 to 3 kits that they can start out with for free. Maybe from all the kits, they can have like limited options so they're not getting too powerful of a kit to start out with. Just to have something, I guess, to get them started. I mean, I was talking with some of my IRL friends who kept trying to get into SkyWars but couldn't because they didn't really have any like perks or kits because this game is so focused heavy on those perks and kits. It's really hard to have some footing in a game when you're just getting be hopped on. I mean, when you just don't have kits and perks, that's the problem, right? Yeah, I think I'm just gonna, so yeah, that's pretty much all I had to say. If you guys have any other suggestions for the game, leave them in the comments below. I'd be curious to hear them. And yeah, that's it. See you later.